This is RuVik Education, and today we're going to be beginning with a part 3 of fourth chapter. We had done Uhrzeiten, so we already know how to say or tell time in German. We'll be repeating this overall in the chapter because it's a little bit complicated for the first time. And we had not done these dialogues because we wanted to know how exactly do we read time in German. So now that we know how we read time in German, let's remove all this and discuss how we will read this time and discuss the other dialogues. Also, remember, we are learning together, growing together. We may make some mistakes, but we'll try our best to provide the best possible information we can provide. Okay, go ahead and watch the previous parts as well. It will help you. Okay. So 15.4040 over what exactly is it? So I can either say or call this as 15 over 40. Okay, but the more correct way to word it out would be, for example, this is 340. Okay, this is 340. First, keep that in mind. So it is close to 4 o'clock, right? Is it close to 4 o'clock? Yes. So I can say it is 20 minutes before 4 o'clock. Yeah, I can say that. Or I can also do one more thing, that if I say 3:30, okay, is it 10 minutes more than 3:30? Yeah. So would I rather say 20 minutes or would I rather say 10 minutes? I guess this option would be better for me right now. Okay. So 3:30 is half of 4 o'clock? Yes. So first of all, I will write halb vier. Half 4. Okay. Now I need to add 10 minutes to it. So I will write 10, which is 10. Nach halb vier. So did I get my answer? Yes, which means 10 minutes after half of 4. Half of 4 is 3:30. 3:30 after 10 minutes would be 3:40. So say nach halb vier. That's how I can answer it. So here you can see say nach halb vier. Simply add this over here, at, which means. So guys, was it easy? Yes. So noch 20 Minuten means also 20 minutes before, kind of also it means whatever I just explained. If the question comes, wie oft fahren die Züge nach Berlin? You don't have to say often is how often that is true. So you can say all 30 minutes the train like travels. It's not a train, it's a bus actually. It's a kind of tram, I can see. But anyways, I'll just say train here, for example. 30 Minuten. A says Dankeschön. Let's move to the next dialogue. The Geburtstagsfeier. That means the birthday celebration. A says, Ich gehe zum Supermarkt, kommst du mit? I'm going to the supermarket, will you come with me? B says, Ja, ich komme mit. Yes, I will come. Ich muss einkaufen. I must shop. Basically, that person needs to do shopping. Heute hat meine Tochter Geburtstag. Today today my daughter has her birthday. Die Gäste kommen am Abend. The guests will be coming in the evening. A says, wann beginnt die Feier? Feier. Feiern, right? F-E-I. Anyways, when does the fest of fire is kind of like event? When does it begin? The fire. Give me a second. Yeah, it's fire only. The fire beginnt 5 Uhr Abend. The celebration begins at 5 o'clock evening. A says, na dann viel Vergnügen heute Abend. Auf Wiedersehen. What does this mean? Then, dann is then. Feel much Vergnügen. That means uh, kind of pleasure, they're saying, like much heartiest. It's not heartiest, it's like they're showing their happiness. Heute Abend, for today evening. Auf Wiedersehen, vielen Dank, auf Wiedersehen. Okay, let's move to the next dialogue. Indien und Deutschland, India and Germany. Arun, in Indien essen wir zwischen 9 Uhr und 10 Uhr zu Abend. Wann esst ihr in Deutschland zu Abend? Which means in India we eat between 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the evening. When do you all eat in Germany in evening? So Florian says wir essen 7 Uhr. We eat at 7 o'clock. Arun says, wie bitte? Schon so früh? How? Or so early? Already so early? That's basically what he's saying. We are already done with page number 51. And now we'll be beginning with unregelmäßige Verben, which means irregular verbs. Okay, what is irregular verbs? Basically, by now we have learned verb conjugation and we know that it is kind of fixed. There is basically a fixed way that we look at these, we conjugate these verbs. But there are certain verbs in which it does not follow the normal verb conjugation and is a little bit different. It basically might be comprising of few different letter changes, or sometimes the entire word changes, like in sein it did, right? Sein changes to bin, bist, sind, ist, sind, seid, sind, right? Remember? While haben was pretty much normal. It was habe, hast, hat, right? So we'll be looking at few verbs. You'll have to learn this. So we have firstly fahren. Fahren means to travel. With ish, it will be fahre. The difference or the point where the difference comes is at do. Instead of first, you will write first. First. A with umlaut comes. A with umlaut comes. That's the simple difference. And it only comes for do and RZS. The endings are the same. Only this first it becomes and instead of fart, it becomes fate. This A has a umlaut which changes the R pronunciation to A pronunciation. So Fahara first. Okay, that's the kind of difference we are able to see here. This is something you'll have to learn. There's no way out of this. And next you have schlafen. Schlafen. Actually, this is not schlafen. They have done one mistake over here. Yeah, they have done one mistake. You will see this is Sprecher. And here Sprechen is written. This is Schlafen. And here Schlafe is written. So don't you think there's a printing mistake? Yes, there's a printing mistake because this should be Sprechen and this should be Schlafen. Okay, so let me just make that little change over here. It's incorrect. This is incorrect and this is also incorrect. This is for Sprechen. Change the color. And this is for Schlafen. Schlafen is to sleep. Sprechen is to speak. So Sprechen becomes Sprecher for ish, which is simple, normal. For do and RZS is the main change here because this E changes to I. So du sprichst, RZS spricht, okay? And then it's normal, sprecht, sprechen, normal. Only this and this changes. Next we have Essen. Essen is the main deal because most of the changes is happening here Actually, if to be honest, even here do and RZS are showing the main changes, and here do and RZS have the same conjugation, so it's really not that difficult. The endings are the same, only SN changes to SL like normal, then it changes to ist for do, and is for RZS. Est, Essen. Okay, moving to schlafen. Schlafen is to sleep, Essen is to eat. Schlafe, schläfst. The only difference is coming for do and RZS, where this A has an umlaut on it. Umlaut is these two dots, and it's pronounced as A, kind of A, schläfst, not schlaf. This is schlafen, schläfst. That's the difference. The endings are the same. Here is schlaft, schlafen. Lesen is to read. Leser, ich lese. Du liest. Du liest. That means you read. So IE is coming here. IE is coming here. The next is same, lest and lesen. You'll have to learn this, and yeah. So we'll be beginning with from here with the examples in the next part. So go ahead and watch that.